So today we have Marc McLennan from CGU and Dr. John McMahon from Navigator Group. Welcome, gentlemen, and welcome to the conference.
Thank you very much.
You've
it's
just
a pleasure to be here.
just off stage.
Indeed.
Went very well. So today you spoke about musculoskeletal injury within the personal injury market. And in your talk today you spoke about the 3 steps to success. What are they and why are they so important?
Yeah, what CGU wants to do is we want to add value to our clients. Our clients extend to both our insured but also the injured workers as well. So we're trying to make workers' compensation as simple as possible. And we're doing that by communicating with empathy, collaborating partnerships, and also by innovating as well. So that's really where this program fits in with the Navigator Group.
Great. And in managing a musculoskeletal injury, recovery is more than tissue repair, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. Look, as a lot of people know, we have a challenge across workers' compensation schemes with workers' compensation claimants getting poorer health outcomes than their non-compensated counterparts, and this is across a range of various types of musculoskeletal injuries. So there's something specific about the workers' comp system that puts up barriers to people recovering optimally and returning to work. And the research points out that a lot of this is to do with the psychosocial factors. So the stress, the impact on somebody's life, their relationships, those work dynamics. Often when somebody has a physical injury in a compensable scheme, those factors take over and they become the source of stress and the primary driver for disability. So if we're going to get good outcomes on those claims and help somebody recover from a physical injury, we really can't neglect the biopsychosocial barriers.
So taking all of this into account, what does the solution look like?
Oh, the solution. There's a number of things to that. For this particular program, it's around early intervention, and it's about recognising that as an insurer, we don't have all the answers or the resourcing to solve everybody's problems. So it's about us being able to identify people early who are prone to suboptimal outcomes, and then partnering up with experts in the industry that can actually help intervene and assist people with their recovery. So our focus for this program was very much casting a wide net, using some of our technology and our automation so that we're screening claims for these vulnerable populations early and getting referrals out to the Navigator Group, ideally within the first week of claim lodgement. And then it goes over to John and his team to utilise their expertise and to target intervention towards individuals rather than large cohorts.
So talking about experts in the group, here's one I prepared earlier. Talk a bit about the Navigator approach.
Yeah, so Dr. John McMahon, I'm a clinical psychologist by trade, and my interest is in the commoditisation of trust and democratisation of psychotherapy.
Wow.
And this is an implementation of those values and notions. We're the trusted provider for CGU. They automated their referrals to us, and then we are then intervening by screening. So we take a precision medicine approach. So precision medicine is routine, low-cost, light-touch screening to identify when so-called psychosocial barriers are beginning to complicate someone's recovery. And then we're sending people off for high-potency treatment, all delivered via telehealth, so the convenience of the person's home. And we're catching those emergent mental illnesses or stressors when they're nascent, and then we're able to correct them with treatment. So the other thing about the program, so there's a well-known behavioural economics principle that when trust is high, costs go down, and when trust is low, costs go up. And treatment, as usual, is fraught with issues around that. First you've got an injured person who's usually medically naive, going to see their doctor, who's an authority figure, who usually would dictate how their treatment goes, but then there's this arcane approvals process that occurs in insurance. So, they have to write a treatment plan, send it off, and then it gets approved or not. And once there's a declinature, trust is broken. And then the person, has this injury, a psychological injury, even though they don't have a physical injury. And so We break all of that down. We provide systemic literacy, so we help the injured person to understand why claims processes occur the way they do. We nudge people towards treatment compliance, so treatment becomes more effective and more potent, and so the recoveries in short injury with the Navigator program look more like a natural recovery from an injury.
And what sort of results are you seeing?
Well, in the pilot that we did with CGU, we saw at 95% return to work in a cohort that when they were referred, there was a greater proportion of them unfit than general case management. So very effective. If you
Very
look at
impressive.
if you look at the rate of recovery across 12 to 26 weeks, which is the acute phase of an injury, it looks, as I said before, more like a natural recovery rather than the suboptimal recoveries that usually occur in a workers' compensation sample.
And because the job's not done, what's next? Where are you heading to now?
Right, so the last 12 months we trialled it on our smaller risk states. So CGU operates in the 4 privately underwritten workers' comp schemes, so ACT, Tasmania, Northern Territory and Western Australia. We started with the smaller schemes. We've launched this program on our WA book at the start of October. So the next 6 to 12 months is us consolidating that and consistently reviewing the benefits of the program and see how that maps out across a longer tail cohort as opposed to the 12-month sample that we have at the moment.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on what's sounding like a very successful program, and thank you for your support of this year's conference.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.